Welcome in on this Thursday. You're watching First Shift. I'm Kristen Strakalitis. Coming up, Hyundai's vision for a self-driving IONIQ 5-based robotaxi through a new global campaign. But first, your morning headlines. We'll begin with Carvana. According to a filing with the Securities and Exchange Commission, the online used car retailer is cutting 12% of its workforce. That's 2,500 employees, and the company said it's primarily in operations. The filing adds that the executive team will forego salaries for the remainder of 2022 to, quote, help contribute to the severance pay for departing team members. The move comes just weeks after Carvana reported a quarterly loss of more than $500 million. Moving to Toyota. The world's largest automaker reported record results across the board for the fiscal year that just ended, though the company warned that higher costs will reduce profits in the current fiscal year. Net income for the 12 months that ended in March rose 27% to 2.85 trillion yen, more than $23 billion, as revenues topped $250 billion. Worldwide, retail sales increased 4.7%, approaching 10.4 million vehicles. And Toyota sees the total rising this year to 10.7 million vehicles. A key figure for Toyota operating profit jumped 36% to almost $25 billion. In EV news, Q1 registrations for battery electric vehicles rose 60% in the U.S. According to financial data from Experian, EVs took a record 4.6% share of the light vehicle total at 158,689. Despite semiconductor shortages, rising transaction prices, and an overall decline in light vehicle sales, Tesla, Hyundai, Kia, Ford, Nissan, and Volkswagen are in the EV registration top 10 according to Experian. One thing to note, registration data does not track sales data exactly, as vehicles can be sold in 1 month and registered in another, and some registration data relies on estimates. So since Tesla does not break out U.S. sales, the registration data serves as a proxy and an apples-to-apples measure of market share. Likewise, not all automakers break out EVs that share a nameplate with non-EVs. And in product news, Volkswagen Group, seeking a greater share of the U.S. light truck market, said it will revive the Scout off-road badge. The automaker is planning to introduce 2 electric versions of the Scout, a pickup and SUV. VW said Scout will operate as a separate business unit in the U.S. with vehicles designed and engineered for American customers. The company acquired the Scout name when its Stratton truck unit bought Navistar International in 2020. Its predecessor, one-time tractor giant International Harvester, started building the Scout in 1960, half a decade before the first Ford Bronco. Hyundai Motor Company launched a global manifesto campaign called Innovation Begins from Very Human Things. Through the global campaign, Hyundai looks forward to providing the public more opportunities to experience Level 4 autonomous vehicles. This is in line with Hyundai's brand vision of progress for humanity, the company's aim for the robotaxi to go fully autonomous while retaining a humanistic touch. The 2 campaign videos emphasize the humanistic qualities of the robotaxis, showing how they adopt safe driving behaviors and care for passengers. The first episode emphasizes the robotaxi's actions resembling those of a careful, considerate driver, and the second episode focuses on the robotaxi taking care of passengers from teenagers to disabled and elderly. Motional, the global leader in driverless technology, will work in partnership with the ride-hailing services to deploy the IONIQ 5 robotaxi across major U.S. cities starting in 2023. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at @first_shift. Have a great day, and we'll see you Friday morning.